Andy Cohen had a serious conversation with Garcelle Beauvais after RHOBH reunion. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been a hot topic for the past few days, and Garcelle Beauvais' name has been on everybody's lips. The actress recently announced that she quit the show, and now Andy Cohen is chiming in. Rumors have run rampant that her decision to leave was directly related to the events at the season 14 reunion. Andy hinted as much, noting that things didn't end well between Garcelle and her co-stars, and he had a serious conversation with her later on. The recently dropped trailer showed Garcelle walking off stage after being called out by her castmates. Meanwhile, we know at least two people who won't be missing the 58-year-old, Erika Jayne and Bozoma St. John. The duo is fielding major backlash online for their shady responses to Garcelle's exit on Watch What Happens Live. Andy Cohen had a serious conversation with Garcelle Beauvais before she quit RHOBH. RHOBH was a hot topic on Radio Andy as they discussed Garcelle's surprising departure from the show. Andy confessed that the actress left the season 14 reunion in a not good place with her castmates. "We had a serious conversation before she was on Watch What Happens Live," explained Andy. "We got together about an hour before her live show, and she and I really hashed things out." The dad of two said Garcelle shared her mindset about going into another season, and her head was not in it. He also reaffirmed what the mom of three said in her announcement about wanting to focus on her kids during their senior year in high school. "It was one of the most real conversations," added Andy, noting that the door was open for Garcelle's return. "I was like, look, call us in a year. By the way, if you feel like it, and see where you're at," shared Andy. What happened at the RHOBH reunion? The season 14 reunion trailer showed Garcelle in the hot seat, facing off with Dorit Kemsley and Erika Jayne. In the clip, Dorit confronted the actress for insinuating that her estranged husband Piqué was involved in their 2021 home invasion. Erika also called out Sutton Strack and Garcelle for not sharing their lives on camera. When Garcelle asked if she knew something, Erika retorted, "No, I wish you were more interesting, I guess." Things got more heated as the teaser ended with Garcelle walking off stage, saying, "I'm so **king sick of it. I can't be friends with people like that. I don't trust them," exclaimed Garcelle backstage. The drama never ends in Beverly Hills, and even when the cameras stop rolling, the tension continues behind the scenes. Andy Cohen, the mastermind behind Bravo's Real Housewives empire, reportedly had a serious conversation with Garcelle Beauvais following the explosive Real Housewives of Beverly Hills (RHOBH) reunion. While Andy is known for asking the hard-hitting questions at reunions, it seems this chat was about more than just reunion drama. It was personal. According to insiders, Andy felt the need to address certain moments from the reunion that may have crossed a line. Garcelle, who has held her own against the likes of Lisa Rinna, Erika Jayne, and Kyle Richards, has long been a fan favorite due to her honesty and refusal to back down from confrontation. However, this season's reunion was particularly emotional, and tensions boiled over in ways that left even Andy visibly uncomfortable. Sources close to production say that Andy was caught off guard by some of the accusations thrown Garcelle's way, particularly the continued shade and microaggressions from certain cast members. Fans on social media were vocal about their disappointment, with many calling out Bravo for seemingly allowing Garcelle to be singled out. The reunion featured an intense discussion about racism, friendships, and loyalty, subjects that are often brushed under the rug in reality TV, but have been central to Garcelle's experience on the show. Andy respects Garcelle immensely, an insider shared. He wanted to have a private, candid talk with her about what went down and what could be done differently in the future. He's aware of how some of the conversations were perceived, and he didn't want her to feel unsupported. The conversation reportedly touched on multiple issues, including the ongoing rift between Garcelle and Erika Jayne. Their feud has been brewing for a while, and the reunion only seemed to deepen the divide. Erika has been under fire for her legal troubles and icy attitude, but her dismissive behavior toward Garcelle didn't sit well with viewers. At one point during the reunion, when Garcelle questioned Erika's treatment of her, Erika smirked and responded with a dismissive, "Oh please." Then there was the issue of Kyle Richards, who seemed to downplay Garcelle's concerns multiple times. The two have had a rocky relationship, with Kyle often acting as the queen bee of the group. Garcelle, being one of the few women to challenge Kyle's authority, has found herself in the line of fire more than once. Their reunion exchange left fans divided. Some felt Kyle was being condescending, while others believed Garcelle was holding onto grudges too tightly. But perhaps the biggest elephant in the room was the infamous bot attack scandal involving Garcelle's son. Last season, Garcelle's teenage son Jax became the target of disgusting online harassment, with many suspecting that certain housewives or their associates had something to do with it. Lisa Rinna and Erika Jayne were heavily speculated to be connected, but nothing was ever proven. The reunion touched on the topic, and Garcelle's emotions were raw as she recounted the pain her family went through. Andy, while addressing the issue, appeared to tread carefully, perhaps too carefully for some fans' liking. It was really important to Andy that Garcelle knew he was listening, the insider continued. There were a lot of emotions flying at that reunion, and sometimes in the heat of the moment, things don't get handled the way they should. That's what this conversation was about, clearing the air, making sure Garcelle felt heard, and acknowledging the larger issues at play. Andy, who has been called out in the past for not always holding certain housewives accountable, seems to be making an effort to rectify that image. After the reunion aired, social media exploded with criticism over how the show has handled race dynamics, and it's possible that this backlash prompted Andy's conversation with Garcelle. Some fans even speculated that Bravo executives had a hand in urging Andy to make peace with Garcelle before things escalated further. While Garcelle has not spoken publicly about the meeting, she did hint in a recent interview that she felt more optimistic about the show's future. "I think we're at a crossroads where certain things need to change," she said cryptically. "Conversations are happening, and I'm hopeful that we're moving in the right direction." But what does this all mean for the next season of RHOBH? With Lisa Rinna gone and Denise Richards making a comeback, the cast dynamics are shifting. Will Garcelle find herself in a better position, or will history repeat itself? Will Andy's conversation with her actually lead to real change, or was it just another Bravo damage control moment? One thing is certain, Garcelle is not one to be silenced. If anything, this conversation with Andy may have only emboldened her to be even more outspoken. As one fan put it on Twitter, Garcelle doesn't need RHOBH. RHOBH needs Garcelle. If the network truly wants to keep the show fresh and relevant, they'll need to address the systemic issues that have plagued it for years. Otherwise, it risks losing not just Garcelle, but a large portion of its audience who have grown tired of the same old antics. For now, all eyes are on Garcelle and whether she'll return for another season. Will she use this moment to push for more change, or will she decide she's had enough? Whatever she chooses, one thing is clear: she's making waves, and Bravo better be ready to ride them.